Geronimo Stilton, Mice Kings, the Famouse Fjord Race. Chapter 1. Geronimo, our hero. It was a splendid summer afternoon in Mouseboard, the capital of Mice King Island. The sun was shining high in the sky. The clouds were rushing past, and the light breeze was making the flowers wave in the fields. Oh, I'm such a scatterbrain. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Geronimo Stilton, and I am a Mouse King. I live in the ancient far north, where it's cold for most of the year, except in the summer. As I was saying, it was a very hot afternoon. It was so hot that I decided to take a little nap. When I woke, I was in the best mood. I headed straight toward the town square. That afternoon, the entire village was celebrating a very special occasion in the honor of yours truly. I was about to receive my first Mice King helmet, our highest honor. On the street, rodents greeted me with huge smiles and paw shakes. When I arrived in the square, I heard mice cheering my name. Geronimo, our hero, has arrived. Cheesy catapult, there he is. It's Geronimo. A stage was set up for the ceremony, and it was decorated with crests and colored flags. The village chief, Sven the Shouter, stepped forward and lifted his arms with a solemn gesture. And all the Mice Kings quieted down. Mice Kings of Mouseboard, Sven exclaimed. This is a special day that will be remembered for generations and generations. Then he looked my way. Come up here, valiant Geronimo, Sven said. My whiskers were trembling with emotion. I greeted the crowd and headed for the stage. Sven's Shouter lifted a shiny Mice King helmet over my head. Then, in a thundering voice, he proclaimed, I, Sven the Shouter, award the highest honor to Geronimo the Smarty Mouse King. Hip, hip, hooray, the crowd answered, shouting as one. For his incredible heroism, Sven shouted. Hip, hip, hooray, everyone replied. For his amazing courage, Sven cried. Hip, hip, hooray, said the crowd. And for his fabulous athletic skills, Sven concluded as he placed the helmet over my snout. So says Sven the Shouter. As is customary in Mouseboard, the crowd echoed back. So says Sven the Shouter. Hip, hip, hooray, my hero. Yay, well done, you're a legend. I looked out into the audience to see my sister, Thea, my sweet nephew, Benjamin, and my cousin, Track, smiling at me. Then someone came up behind me and tapped me on the shoulder. I turned my face to a mouse with eyes as blue as the water, of a fjord as red as the sunset. Helmets and herring, it was Thora, Sven's daughter. She is the most courageous and fascinating Mouse King in the entire village. My heart began to pound so loudly I was sure Thor could hear it. As I stared at her foolishly, she gave me a hug and whispered in my ear, You look like a true hero in the helmet, Geronimo. Uncle! Uncle! A little voice suddenly shrieked loudly. Huh? I stammered, confused. Who's that? What's going on, Uncle? The voice squeaked again. Poof. What? I opened my eyes and finally understood the rejoicing crowd. My first Mice King helmet. The courageous Thora. It had all just been a dream. Just a dream. The little voice at my door belonged to my nephew, Benjamin, and that meant I was still at home, half asleep in my pajamas. Fjords and fiddlesticks. That also meant I was late for my runes lesson with Benjamin and his friend Bugs the